Gas prices continue to rise across the country, and the average in Florida is already 14 cents higher today than it was yesterday. Take a look here. Right now, it's at $3.86 a gallon. That's higher than the national average. And new tonight, 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Annie Kroll heard from rideshare drivers about how these climbing gas prices are significantly eating into their earnings.
Rideshare drivers say they have to be more selective of the areas they pick up in and mapping out a typical workday. Otherwise, it won't be profitable.
Anytime I start my shift, I want to start usually with a ride from Wesley Chapel or New Tampa that goes to the airport. That way I know usually airport rides are pretty good tippers. Again, it's not guaranteed, but they usually are. So that'll equate to at least me earning $1 per mile.
Courage Okunbawa, who lives in Wesley Chapel, has been a rideshare driver for about 6.5 years. He doesn't drive every weekend, but this past one was a boom thanks to St. Patrick's Day celebrations, comedy shows, and concerts, along with spring training games. Okunbawa said he made about $40 to $45 an hour. That's about $1.75 a mile, which is higher than average for him. But that's not the norm, he says, unless he's at the airport or other lucrative areas like Tampa Bay Lightning games.
At that point, I then start to make it shorter rides so that way I get more ride opportunities, more tip opportunities, and then just kind of back to back to back rides. So I keep pickups just about under 10 minutes, and then I make sure wherever the drop off is, the next pickup is already like in my app.
Okunbawa said it's hard not to be frustrated by the impact of the war in Iran.
Anytime management or leadership or what have you makes decisions, to a degree, the impact they feel, I don't think is the same kind of brunt that the everyday person feels.
Rideshare drivers telling me that people might change their transportation habits as we see certain stations charging $4 a gallon for gas, whether that's using a rideshare app more or less heading into April or even May. Reporting in Pinellas County, Annie Kroll, 10 Tampa Bay News.